Alright friends, here's a quick first impressions of driving the Jimny 4x4 off-roading vehicle from Suzuki. This is the automatic version, and we have turned on the overdrive. I've been driving it for the past 100 kilometers, so I can let me share with you my impressions. So in a single sentence, I would say it is like it reminds me of driving Premier Padmini and Ambassadors of those yesteryears. And for those of you who don't know what these vehicles were, because maybe you are a millennial and plus, so let me explain to you in detail. Well, first things first, the steering wheel, it's so blunt in the sense if my i10 turbo Neos, so steering is sharp, this is around 50 times blunt. Okay, that is extremely sharp. It's millimeter sharp. My i10 Neos steering wheel is millimeter sharp, and this is 1.5 to 2 inches blunt. Okay, that is how big it is. Very similar to those Ambassadors and Fiats, except that there's no free play, not too much of a free play out here. Okay, that's one thing. And then let's talk about the brakes. So Ambassadors, if some of you oldies remember, there used to be a double pump brake action. You had to pump the brakes twice or thrice for it to catch. But here it is a very long pump, in the sense it has a very long play. It's like stepping into a river and then trying to find the bottom, but eventually it does bite. Okay, that is there. And the steering response is slow. It is a little bit hard, of course. I mean, if you've gotten used to power steering so far, it might look like it is hard, but I feel for the highway use and in general use also, it's good. This is how power steering should be. Shouldn't be too easy. It's not a two-finger steering for sure. You do need to grip it and then drive it around, right? That's one thing. Now, as far as fuel efficiency goes, if you see, there is one instantaneous fuel meter out here. I've been feathering the throttle. I've been feathering it for quite a while, but in spite of all of that efforts, I'm still just able to manage around 11 kilometer per liter. So I've been trying to feather it quite a bit, but then that's that. You know, keeping speeds above 100 kmph, 90 to 100 kmph is a task. So I haven't touched 120 yet, because in between the speeds of 100 and 120, it does feel a bit vague. Just certainly like the Fiats and Ambassadors. Not that Fiats and Ambassadors were capable of doing such speeds, because Fiats and Ambassadors usually would die down by 80 to 90. 100 was the max, I think. After that, everything would disintegrate and fall down. But this thing holds good. Okay. Maybe one of the reasons is because there is a gel treatment done to the wheels, which has actually taken the wheel balancing out of the picture here. So that might also add to it. But nevertheless, it's definitely not a highway vehicle. So all of you guys listening to this vehicle, if called as a tool, is not a highway tool for sure. It has its own forte, and that is in the mountains and off-road terrain, so which we will pretty soon experience once we are in that region. But we are to reach that region now through the highways, so that's why we are going right now. And I had to share my comments and my impressions on how it feels to drive. So there you go, friends, and this is about it. In terms of the handling, body roll is slightly present, but that not that bad as a Innova or a Fortuner. Okay, and the Fortuner, Innova, or even my uncle's BMW X5, that keeps bouncing around like crazy. But this thing is pretty much planted, more or less. Okay. And it does observe all of these undulations well, the small undulations well, thanks to the high profile tires that it is fitted with. So that's one advantage. Otherwise, handling wise, yes, it's a late response thing. It's not sharp, it's blunt. The handling is blunt. but you're supposed to get used to it. That's what it is all about. And moreover, if I might tell you that yes, this is hard work. Driving it on in a highway or on a highway is hard work. So you gotta get paid for doing the driving on a highway for it. So the real fun only starts when it enters the gravel, mud, and slush and whatnot, those kind of roads. So this is my short video about what I felt driving this Jimny. So I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time and next videos coming soon. See you later. Ciao.